Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm relaxation, and as you exhale, allow your eyelids to close and feel a gentle release of any stress, tension, or worries, feeling like it's leaving your body in your outward breath. And when you breathe in a wonderful feeling of resourceful relaxation, and enjoy the feeling of tension, feeling like it's melting away. As you breathe in and breathe out, congratulate yourself on how far you've already come. Maybe you can think back to who you were, compare that to who you are now, and feel a genuine sense of pride, accomplishment, satisfaction, that you're moving in the right direction. Notice that some of the weight of expectations or shame of the past has already been released. You feel lighter, inspired, more aligned. And some people believe that they exist on Earth at this point in time for a reason. And maybe frustrations or setbacks of the past were because that wasn't the right path for you. So as you breathe in and breathe out, you open your mind to a new possibility. What if employment is for other people, but not for you? What if all of those toxic bosses, rude co-workers, policies that didn't make any sense, all that frustrations, what if all the time there were signposts steering you in a different direction? A direction where you can be captain of your own ship, in charge of your own destiny. And as you breathe in and breathe out, I want you to think of where life could be for you 5 years from now. I want you to imagine you're traveling around the world, and I want you to imagine you're somewhere on your bucket list. Somewhere you've always dreamed of going, but maybe a place that you needed more financial resources to make it happen. If your imagination knows where that place is, let me know by nodding your head. Imagine a place that's desirable, a place that would represent a feeling of success, a place that you could rest and relax and look back on your life thinking, I've done something important. And maybe it's a place in nature, maybe near a beach, a forest, a lake, or a mountain. And when you feel like you're in that place, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And maybe there's a temperature in the air. Just imagine feeling that temperature. And maybe there's a scent, a smell. Maybe based on the plants, the sea, the mountains. Get a sense of how it smells in this place. Look at the sky. Maybe it's cloudy or sunny. Maybe it's a sunrise, a sunset, or just blue skies with beaming sun. And I want you to feel relaxed and connected in that place. It's not you in the present, this is you 5 years from now. But imagine how you would feel at a point in time where you were never dependent on employment, a job, or a boss to pay any bills. I want you to imagine a future where you've built something that means the money flows in every single day, irrespective of if you work or not. I want you to get a sense that throughout time and history, property has been a way of generating wealth. Go back a few hundred years and that property was land. In the Industrial Revolution, that property was factories and machines. In more recent times, it's offices or houses. But I want you to think that right now, the most valuable property in the world is intellectual property. That intellectual property might be the patent for a new pharmaceutical drug. It might be the code for a software application. But the easiest intellectual property to protect is copyright. Ideas that you turn into content. Words on a page, video recordings or audio recordings. And imagine 5 years in the future thinking about all of the knowledge you've accumulated over your life and how you could convert that into valuable intellectual property that could make other people's lives better, make them better leaders, enable them to connect with a change, with a realization. If your unconscious mind believes that you have the capacity to create a way of training and educating people across the world using your skills and talents, let me know by nodding your head. Whenever you've created content for other people, it's evidence you can do it for yourself. If you've trained one person to do something before, the neural pathways to train exist within you. Learning is sometimes transferring one skill set into a new environment. So if you trust in your ability to learn, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And I want you to get a sense that imagine being 5 years in the future and then thinking 5 years backwards, 5 years before, where you made a decision. Perhaps the decision was that you didn't want to be an employee. You didn't want to trade your time for money. Maybe you made a decision to be your own boss, to be your own co-worker. I want you to get a sense that we live in a time where it's never been easier to turn ideas into content and content into something that can impact the world. I want you to imagine yourself from the future looking back. Imagine seeing you learning whatever you needed to learn to acquire skills that you didn't have yet. Watching videos about how to create a course, learning about technology. See that you trusted yourself to learn the skills you needed. Imagine observing yourself, creating your very first course, maybe on a topic that you know more about than anything else. See yourself recording audio or video, making notes, uploading files, and then see that someone in the world buys your very first course. Imagine seeing that expression on your face as you realize you can turn your time and energy into something valuable. And if you've done it once, you can do it again. See that the time you used to give to employees, to companies, to a job, you see yourself with the same level of discipline, dedication, work ethic, only now you're doing it for yourself. But you're looking at this from the future where you've already leveled up in your life, achieved that success, enjoying the fruits of your labor. So imagine you're seeing a memory of you creating your very first course, selling your very first course, marketing and promoting that very first course. Make yourself comfortable in that future location, opening your mind to an exciting new idea. But what if for a long time you've been waiting to be in the right place at the right time, not considering the possibility that you might already be in the right place at the right time? What if the right place and the right time is right now? And what if all of those things that didn't go to plan weren't meant to go to plan because the bigger plan was for you to do something for yourself? If your unconscious mind is receptive to zooming out of your life and seeing the bigger picture, that it was all leading in a particular direction, and only now is it becoming obvious, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. See yourself starting and see yourself improving. Every day imagine yourself being dedicated to working on your own thing, your own life, your own business, your own work, your own intellectual property. A farmer doesn't plant seeds and then get frustrated if they don't turn into a harvest the very next day. See yourself with patience, willing to do the right things, knowing that doing the right things for long enough will lead to a bountiful harvest. With each breath, allow your mind to open more to new ideas, new ways of doing things. I want you to see that a job is an industrial revolution creation. I want you to get a sense that you would rather the freedom and the creative direction of deciding your own destiny. No more having to ask for holiday time, having the resources to take a holiday whenever you want. Feel your self-confidence growing each day, knowing that you have unique talents that the world will appreciate and benefit from. And remind yourself that your dedication is the key to your success. Just as it would be in any traditional job setting, only now you're doing it for you rather than for someone else. See yourself choosing projects, courses, ideas, making a plan, creating a storyboard, and then putting in the hours, the content. But notice how it's easier to fully embrace the freedom of being your own boss. And you'll be the boss to yourself that you always wanted to have. You will be your own boss and be the very best boss you've ever had. Feel empowered by the idea that creating your own business is not just a dream, but a practical and rewarding step tailored to your own skills. You get to write your own job description and build a business around that job description. Give yourself your dream job. Excitement fills you as you learn more about technology and strategies, figuring out ways to make every course better than the last, knowing that each step forward is a leap towards your success. And once you've made your courses, you'll figure out new ways to promote them. Maybe posts on LinkedIn, social media videos, blog posts. Even if these are skills you don't acquire yet, just trust in your ability to learn them and implement them, giving yourself the ability to get lucky, to find something that goes viral and crazy and impacts the world, giving you freedom, significance, opportunity. You are in control of your destiny. You're not waiting for someone to read a CV and respond. You are taking destiny into your own hands, taking proactive steps to shape your career and life as you desire. If you're your own boss, you can't be fired. You're your own boss and your own employee. You will be a good employee and a good boss at exactly the same time. For a while you've been waiting for a knock on the door of opportunity. Only now you've decided to build your own door. You couldn't care less if that door starts knocking now. You're more interested in building your own door and confidently walking through it. So imagine building that door. Maybe it's made of wood. Maybe it's made of glass. And when you can see the door, let me know by nodding your head. You don't need to wait for a knock at the door, just walk through it. This is your own door of your own making, and it takes you towards a future that is desirable for you. As you can imagine yourself traveling the world, exploring new cultures and experiences, funded by the success of the courses that they themselves are impacting other lives positively. Everything about your life is fulfilling. There are challenges, yes, but they are your challenges, your problems to solve. It feels good to be in control of your life. Then you can imagine connecting with people across the globe. Each course you create bringing new opportunities for interaction and impact. As you give yourself permission to innovate fearlessly, knowing that each creative risk you take builds your unique brand and your unique impact on the world. And you can strengthen your problem-solving skills with each challenge, seeing obstacles as they truly are, opportunities to learn and grow. And on the journey you develop resilience. Vulnerable resilience is your secret weapon, willing to take a risk, but knowing that even if things don't go to plan, you become stronger because you took that risk. Setbacks are just setups for greater successes as you learn from each experience. Over time, you become a leader in your field, guiding others with your courses and inspiring them to become better and achieve their own goals. Your time is your most precious resource, and you manage your time as diligently as if you were in a 9-to-5 job. In fact, you're going to work harder for yourself than you would do for anyone else, because this is your own thing. You will ensure productive, focused hours dedicated to growing your business, a business that gives you fulfillment and gives value to other people. And on your journey, you'll appreciate the small wins, celebrating every small victory along your journey, recognizing that each step forward is just part of a larger success story. You will feel like there is a fire of passion inside you, and you'll keep that passion alive by reminding yourself why you started on this path and what you aim to achieve. Letting this passion drive and inspire every project. You can do this as a gift to yourself, but also an act of defiance to everyone that never believed in you. Every employer that never hired you. Every co-worker that doubted your competence. This is your vehicle to prove them all wrong. As you can frequently imagine the positive impact that what you do has on people's lives, driving you to continue creating and offering even more value. Imagine you're living that life. Imagine it reaches a point where the money flowing in every day from your courses, your content, your impact on the world more than covers your lifestyle needs, giving you freedom, security, and adventure all at the same time. If this feels desirable, and you're willing to give this gift of freedom to yourself, let me know by nodding your head. And sometimes it's worth asking the question, if not me, then who? And if not now, then when? And if you're ready to bet on yourself, to believe in yourself, to hire yourself for this job, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. Congratulations. You've become a boss and an employee at exactly the same time, working for yourself, taking your life in exactly the direction you want to take it. And it won't be easy, but it will be worth it. And as you reconcile, you're willing to take the challenges because of the freedom, security, and adventure it offers. Step into that identity. No longer an employee. You are forging your own path, building your own doors, building your own roads into your future. You are in charge of your own destiny. And then feel like you're returning to the present moment, taking all of this inspiration and coming to the conclusion that right now you're in exactly the right place at the right time, and your lucky break is believing in yourself. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, connect fully into the present moment as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, confident, and ready to take whatever steps forward are necessary, starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.